marinara made me happy in my heart. Her food had my energy levels soaring even without adequate sleep, and when out of the country and unable to have her cook for me, I followed her nutrition guidelines to keep myself on track as I continued working towards my goals. When I came back, I wasted no time jumping back on her wagon. If I ate just a few of her dishes for the rest of my life, I'd be a very lucky girl. In addition to her food, which never stopped amazing me throughout our 8 months together, the experience of working with Ariane was a joyful one. She made me laugh with her excitement for my meals and the various ways she could make my food world more fun. She even made me cry, in a good way, when she shared how I had positively affected her. It's clear to me that she not only knows her way around a kitchen, but also around getting into a mindset that will help you be well. She has so much to offer beyond just her yummy food. Ariane is obviously on this planet to help others feel better, and she does it seamlessly. I think it's a perfect fit that she decided to write a book about her journey through illnesses and the tools she uses with clients to help them achieve the same level of wellness that she did. I'm excited not only for the healing recipes in this book, but for how much Ariane sharing her well-earned wisdom will help people's lives. Just as she improved my life, I trust that this book will leave you as a reader feeling better too. Pink, Alicia Beth Moore, February 2018. Preface. NBD, this is just the book I was put on this planet to write. What a grandiose statement, right? I initially came up with the concept for this book and titled it in my head when I was sick in 2012. It was the book I was going to write someday, when I was a well person, so that my story could benefit the most people with the least amount of effort on their parts. My thought was that by sharing my experience, I could spare others some of the emotional turmoil I'd experienced in illness. At the time, I just wanted to feel less alone. I wanted to put something out in the world that other people who weren't feeling well could pick up and read on their couches or in their beds, and that would make them, in turn, feel less alone. Illness is so solitary. No matter how many people surround you, it is difficult to feel deeply understood when you're sick. It's also a struggle to maintain the positive emotions we're told we, quote, should feel for those around us functioning in perfect health, and that inability can make us feel lonely. When I got better in 2013, the universe decided pretty quickly that I was going to start consulting with others on wellness. Without even looking to move in that direction career-wise, inquiries came in regularly about what I had done and how it could work for others. As I began sharing the tips and techniques that had helped me recover, my desire to put down these modalities in book form deepened. The more I worked with illness sufferers, and the more my suggestions contributed to their wellness, the more I felt this knowledge should be as accessible as possible. The opportunity to write How to Be Well When You're Not didn't manifest until the end of 2017, but I didn't lose faith during those in-between years that it would someday exist. Because this book is the most purposeful, and by far the most personal work of mine, writing it has been a serious undertaking. I gave myself a couple of weeks over the usual 6 weeks or less time frame that my previous 3 books took for me to write, but even with a relaxed approach, the process has been an emotional one. In terms of my own path to recovery, outside of the times that are hard to remember, some of the ones that I recall well are painful to recount, and in places my story feels heavy, especially when I consider pitting these stories on people who are dealing with their own troubles. Never one to be anything but real, which is both a blessing and a curse in life, I'll be honest that this has brought up issues I thought I had grown beyond. Mostly, I've grappled with the worry that I've bitten off more than I can chew in proclaiming that I can help you feel better because really, who am I? I'm not a doctor or a naturopath. I'm just a girl who has fought diseases successfully and counsels others to do the same. Where I'm normally so confident in life, in writing this, I have struggled with feeling small. It's taken a lot of continued work on my part to believe and remember that what I offer is something unique, that I'm equipped to share it, and that it will benefit you to read about it. Having worked as the chef and nutritionist for Pink this past year helped me more than anything else to realize that no matter how well known we become, it's totally okay to remain a human-level human, and that includes occasional self-doubt. We don't need to think we're the best thing ever.